We go to week 2 with 2 teams trying to right the ship from week 1. Maumee 0-1, falling 42-14 to Springfield. Napoleon valiantly battled back but loses 20-19 in week 1 to Defiance. 2 hungry teams with expectations they've set for themselves coming into this one, Justin.
Yeah, I asked Maumee coach Evan Karchner kind of, hey, what happened? 42-14 against the team you beat last year. And he said, hey, a lot of you new guys, young guys, learning to play football on a Friday. And not only that, learning how to practice Monday through Thursday in preparation for a Friday. They were not prepared and they didn't have enough energy. So it's kind of cut and dry with them. They got to make those improvements. Coach used words like disappointing, and they got shocked in that week 1 game. But Ben Kubitz with 3 interceptions, he owned it, and he knew that they were bad passes, bad decisions, and kind of coming out of scrimmages without the bright lights of someone kind of coming to rip your head off. He changed. He's making some adjustments, and he will be ready to go. Napoleon missed a late 2-point conversion on the road in their River Rock rivalry against Defiance. But I think that they didn't have George Eggers, but he will be back. I'm told he should be back. At the practice I was at earlier this week, he was on the sidelines, not suited up, but they're hoping he can. And it was a hamstring injury that has forced him out of preseason games and scrimmages and out of a week 1 game. So that's a key cog. But Coach Kartner said he liked their quote-unquote backup, number 27, running back Hayden Grohl as well for Napoleon.
Yeah, he had 118 yards, and he scored last week, which is great. Napoleon always has dudes.
Yeah.
Like just guys that want to go out and play football, and I'm 100%. Not shocked that there is somebody behind George Eggers. Remember, Hayden would have gotten a ton of reps in preseason when George was out.
Ready to go.
So, I mean, and who knows, it could be in case of emergency, break glass situation with George, because as somebody that's had hamstring injuries in the past, and I don't play contact sport, I just play golf and I walk sometimes. You do not want to mess around with that, because if you try and come back a week early, you could be out for another 5 or 6 weeks because you've re-aggravated it. Yeah. It was interesting, because I talked to Evan Karchner yesterday as well, and he felt, look, if we're going to compete in the NBC, we have to be able to run the ball and we have to stop the run. And it was the physicality that they were lacking and speed they were lacking and maybe urgency too on both lines. They only bring back 1.5 starters on the offensive line was the way he put it. They had 1 part-time starter last year that's back this year. It sounds like it's been a good start to practice this week, which is good. The only way you're going to get better in terms of kind of discovering what the standard is getting punched in the mouth like they were by Springfield last week. So we'll see how much Maumee has been able to adjust and grow from week 1 to week 2. And Napoleon, not an easy place to go play either. It's loud out there.
Yeah, and that's what Karchner told me. He said Napoleon kind of equates to playing Eastwood and Oak Harbor in the NBC, and those are games
100%.
late in the season for Maumee, so another good barometer. But yeah, you said getting smacked in the mouth. He told his team, he said, guys, 5-5 is coming if we don't change our ways. And sometimes you need a lesson learned, and that comes in getting smacked in the mouth in week 1. So Maumee has work cut out for him, as does Napoleon. They got to get things fixed. Coach 𝗦𝗫 likes what he sees out of junior quarterback Kelby Parsons. He played better in the second half against Defiance, but now he's got to continue that into week 2.
And remember, with only 12 teams getting into the playoffs in each region, 5-5 probably not going to cut it, especially for Maumee, because they're playing teams that are in divisions lower than them.
There you go. You heard the breakdown. You know, the one thing you guys did mention I think is missing with George Eggers is on the defensive side of the ball, right?
Oh,
He's a tremendous running back. We talked all last week about the touchdowns he had, but the impact he has on defense, maybe a little bit of that Hayden Grohl thing frees him up on defense or vice versa, whatever that may be. Let us know who you think is going to win. Our Game of the Week poll up on X ends Thursday, a.k.a. tomorrow if you're listening live at noon.